Yo, this is Reef the Lost Cauze. You're checking out Montreality, real hip hop. Let's go. My story is, I'm a kid from Philly that was always into the arts and music, always enjoyed writing and recording and performing hip-hop and battling. And I came at a crossroads when I was about 19. I was flunking out of college. I didn't have much going on in my life, and I decided that I was going to pursue music full-time. And I started making my rounds in Philly. Put out a little project called The High Life with my man Sleep B from West Philly. And you know, I don't want to say the rest is history because I'm still trying to, you know what I mean, get my footing. But it started from there. Started connecting with a lot of guys in the game, like Vinny and Chief Kamachi and Last Emperor. A lot of local Philly guys that had been there and done it, and they took me under their wing. And you know what I mean. I started putting out records and touring and getting a name for myself. And at the same time, I was battling. And so that was the first chapter. You know, the second chapter is, you know, I'm 30 now. I have a newborn son. I'm trying to do different things with my life and music, and you know, just being a good person, a good father, and being true to the fan base that I've been able to, you know, been blessed to have follow me, and you know, that's my story so far. I was a class clown. I was disruptive. I was never, you know, I wasn't a tough guy bully, you know what I mean? Like, I actually kind of like really was against that, you know. I didn't like people getting picked on and things like that. And I had a little run in my later teen years where I was trying to do thug shit, and I kept getting caught. I got arrested when I was like 17 for a handgun. Almost flunked out of school, like, you know, just I did dumb shit, but for the most part, man, I was a silly kid, man. My joy came from making other people laugh and making other people, you know what I mean, get through the day. And so yeah, I was a class clown, but I was like a C student, you know what I mean. School, man, it was never my twist, man. Like, I've learned so much more from real life as opposed to the classroom. You know, the schools I went to in Philly, they weren't very productive as far as educating you know what I'm saying? It was just almost like the teachers were just there to get through the day, you know what I'm saying? So I had, and this is no joke, I had one real day job when I was 16. I worked at the zoo, the McDonald's in the zoo. You can't imagine a more terrible, like, this is hot summer, we're right next to like elephant shit, so the smell of dead meat is mixing with elephant shit. I lasted like 2 weeks, man, you know what I'm saying? So after that, it was like odd jobs, working with my grandfather and you know, construction and things like that. But for the most part, man, I was lucky. When I was 19, I got a sweet little day job working at the courthouse downtown, and that was like my first real job, like, you know, health benefits and shit like that. So that was the only real job I ever really had, and that was for like, I had that job for like 8 years until I finally was comfortable enough in music to quit. So yeah, but yeah, whoa, that was terrible, man. That was terrible. I still get nightmares thinking about that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Key to success, it's as corny as it sounds, just be true to yourself and be nice. Honestly, like, I feel like, you know, the people that get ahead and are able to really have true fans that'll ride for them no matter what, are people that they feel if they met them somewhere would buy them a drink or smoke a joint with them. And like, I think that the reason people fuck with me so much is because, like, I'm accessible, I'm very easy to get to, and I love everybody and appreciate everybody. And I think that when you get to a point where you're not appreciating the people that are trying to help you and support you, that's when you're gonna fall off. So success is really just being true to yourself and true to the people that support you, and understand that the game doesn't know you shit. Like, there are people that are very talented, very dope, that, you know, they're done, you know what I'm saying? Like, they fell off and they're not coming back, and that's just how it is. So you have to be very appreciative for every moment. You have to understand that the game doesn't owe you, you know what I mean? And I think that that's something I try to remember when I get frustrated or I'm like, oh, I'm not where I want to be. It's just like, yo, man, like, everyone I talk to, you know, I had a conversation with Brother Ali at Rock the Bells 2 summers ago, and he was going through a frustrated period, and you can hear it in some of the new music he's releasing with songs like Writer's Block and stuff like that. And he's someone I'm looking at like, man, I would let, like, Brother Ali's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, nah, man, I'm not happy where I'm at. So I think everyone is like, wants to be, you know, take it to that next level. So never get comfortable and understand that every opportunity you should be grateful for and accept it. You know what I'm saying? Well, right now I'm working on a mixtape called Sketches. It's just basically different ideas and things I've had over the years that I don't feel would translate very well to actual record, which is why we have the mixtape genre or format. I'm working on that right now, and at the same time working on a new album that should be out hopefully by the fall. We originally were going to call it The Hand That Feeds, but we've changed it now to Reef the Lost Cauze is Dead. The reason we're calling it that is just that, like I said, and I continue to say in interviews and in my music, I'm in a different phase, man. Like, you know, I'm 30, I have a child now, and, you know, I've proven that I can spit, so, you know, I can rap and all that other stuff. Now I really want to try to focus on making songs that reflect where I am today. I already know that a lot of hardcore guys that like my music to be a little bit more aggressive, you know, if you listen to the last two records, Fight Music and the Snow Goons record, that's all that is really aggressive hip hop. I mean, there's some stuff here and there in those records that are, you know, a little bit more reality based, but for the most part it's just, you know, that raw stuff. But this next record I'm working on, I'm excited because it's just reflective of my life, and there's a lot of stuff and stories that I haven't told about me as a human being, and I'm trying to get back to that, you know what I mean? Just really letting people know who I am as a man. So the idea behind Reef the Lost Cauze is Dead is just that, you know, whatever image or concept people have of me, I need for that to kind of maybe, you know, go away a little bit. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's not going to be like, you know, too far from what you're used to, but it's definitely going to be different. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm a big fan of what Action Bronson's doing right now. I'm a big fan of me and Sean P. have worked together a few times. I'd like to get him on the new record. I love him. I feel like me and him always meld. Probably my favorite artist right now. We've actually done 2 songs together by collabs with other people, but someone that I would like to actually bring to the lab and work with, Rock Marciano. I love everything he's doing right now. Who else? I mean, beat-wise, obviously, I've been chasing Primo for the last few years, getting close to that. Muggs, you know, all the guys that, you know, that I feel like would help enhance me. I don't really want to, you know, a lot of times guys will say, I want to work with this artist that's, you know, so left field or whatever like that, but for me, I would like to take the sound that I've been known for and enhance it with guys like that are making that type of music that we could gel and our minds would mesh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely think those guys would be, you know, I feel like East Coast, boom bap, whatever you want to call it right now is very strong. There's a lot of dope music coming out left and right, so yeah, man, definitely those guys. But yeah, Rock Marciano, if you're not up on that guy, like, man, just straight throwback Queensbridge, like, just, yeah, he's just the nastiest to me right now, man. Yeah, definitely. And my brother Evidence, man, definitely Ev, man. We're definitely gonna make some stuff happen. So I would call that book Rap and Bullshit or something like that, or My Life in a Van, because that's pretty much like, you know what I mean, my experiences on the road and things like that. Like, I think every musician, everyone that's got to experience traveling, the things you see and experience, man, it's like there's nothing that you can really ever, I don't knock anyone that has a 9-to-5 or, you know, that's never been anywhere, and I'm blessed to be able to travel, but I think that some of the things that come with that, man, they make for great stories and tales. So I definitely feel like it would be based mostly on that, because that's been my life for 10 years, you know, like I said to you with my son being born, it's like I'm in a new chapter kind of, but like the last 10 years have been a wild blur, and it's been a lot of wild shit, man, a lot of fun shit, a lot of sad stuff, a lot of happy stuff. I've made some of my best friends in life I've met through music, and you know, people that you grow up idolizing, telling you that they, you know, enjoy your music, things like that, man. It's just like, you know what I mean, me and my brother Stress, we did an event in New York about 3 months ago. DMC was there and watched our set and was blown away. DMC. Like, DMC, dude, like one of the godfathers of rap. Like, that doesn't happen every day. So like, little stuff like that, man, and to somebody else that might not be a big deal, but to me that's something that, like, that could be a whole chapter in the book, you know what I'm saying? So just those experiences. And I wish, my mom always says you need to start, I don't take pictures, I don't write, it's all like, yeah, I was there, you know what I mean? So I don't blog too much about, yo, we did this today, but it's like I was there. So I think if I ever did write about my experiences, I would have a lot to say, you know? I'm trying to think, yo, the best I think would be, I was on tour with R.A. the Rugged Man and C-Ray's Walls, and if you can imagine, like, this is my first tour in Europe, and these are 2 of the craziest, wildest dudes. We were in somewhere, little town in Germany, and R.A.'s performing, and this kid's like up in the front, like wilding out a little bit, and then like yeah, I guess he kept grabbing RA, and by accident, RA like kicked him in the face. And it turns out the kid was like a little retarded, like a little slow. So he basically kicked a retarded kid in the face. And this whole all these people that were friends with this kid started like screaming and stuff. And the next thing you know, man, I swear to God, it was like an old cop movie. C-Rays and RA are back to back, like double dragon, like trying to take on the whole club. And of course these kids are like, no, we don't want to fight you, you know what I mean? We just don't think you should kick a retarded kid. So that right there, I mean, that's off the top of my head. That story is the one that sticks out the most. There's been plenty more, but I would need to think about it, man. You know, I'm high and tired, but the book, I'll save it for the book. Yeah. Right now, I have my phone. I have a lighter. I have Canadian guap. I have a poster from tonight that I stole. Well, not stole, but took. And I have Pall Mall because I smoke Newports, and you can't buy Newports anywhere else in the world but America, which makes me a little nervous because I'm like, why can't you buy this shit anywhere else? It's that probably harsh on the lungs, you know what I mean? But so I had to buy Pall Malls because this was the closest I could find to a menthol cigarette. So yeah, that's everything I got. And hotel key. Yep. Yeah. I do not have any tattoos because I've yet to have anything really that I would want to be on my body forever, except now that my son's born. I've had some sketches done of his face, and like, you know, I definitely think that's something that I'm gonna do as I have more kids, you know what I mean, and as I have my family tree expand. I think that things like that, you know what I mean, would be good. And also just like, I know me personally, and if I were to do something and if I got a tat, I think nowadays if you just have one tat, it kind of looks stupid. So you want to get another one, and then another, next thing you know what I mean? And like, I'm not there yet, you know? So I gotta lose some weight too before I do that, man, you know what I mean? I want to be tatted up with, you know what I mean? Just come out with the wife beater and like, yo, what's up, dog? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I know you feel me. What do I think I was in a previous life? That's a very fucking good question, man. Wow. It's weird, but I don't know if this makes any sense whatsoever, but my man's laughing. No, man. I'm about to get into some real, you know, revealing shit. But I don't think whatever you are in this life, if there are in fact past lives, I don't think that it's gonna be too far. A lot of people say I was a butterfly, I was this, I was that. I don't think I was anything that different from what I am now. So I would say probably like, you know, a writer, scholar in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I was somebody that probably talked a lot and was always trying to, you know, give people my words or my poetry or something. So, you know what I mean? Maybe I was Shakespeare. I'll answer that very simply, man. My answer to that question, see that? See that beautiful little thing? If I look over at him and there's no food in the fridge, no money in the pocket, he can't go and get bubbles or cotton candy or whatever the fuck he wants. If he can't do that, I'm not doing my job, and I don't feel like a man. And anyone that's a man will tell you, when you don't feel like a man, there's nothing worse in the world. So just to look at that little boy, yo, I'm getting a little emotional because I ain't seen him in a few days, but like fatherhood, man, I've never in my life felt more motivated or more like, you know, determined to make sure that, you know, his life is better than mine ever was. So for me, it's my son, man. I've been changed. I've been changed, bro. I've been changed. Like that's a love that, you know, you can't really explain. So that's what it is for me. Okay. Yo, Reef the Lost Cauze, City of Philly, AOTP, CPC, OPG, etc. Good Friday Entertainment, holding it down, real hip hop, Montreal. What you know about it? Blah!